Welcome to Around the Peninsula. I'm Katusa Private Min Kyu Bay. Logistics personnel from Area 4 head north to improve their ability to fight tonight. Army Sergeant Jonathan Norris shows us how support battalion soldiers accomplished the mission despite harsh weather and a 6-hour trek.
The 498th Combat Sustainment Support Battalion and the 501st Special Troops Battalion took advantage of ranges in Area 1 to qualify on several different weapon systems, including the M9 pistol, the M249 squad automatic weapon, and the Mark 19 automatic grenade launcher.
Hey, this is what a Combat Sustainment Support Battalion needs to be doing. We're out here, we're with the tents, we're self-sufficient, we can sustain ourselves, and we are teaching those critical tasks and those basic soldiering skills out here under not so pleasurable conditions in the mud, figuring out and reacting to those challenges on the go that we identified.
And even though they had to travel far and deal with harsh weather, the soldiers benefited from the training.
And we're doing extremely well. Soldiers are learning and growing on what truly makes us who we are.
Army Sergeant Jonathan Norris, Area 1, Korea.
The U.S. Army requires soldiers to qualify on their assigned weapon. More than 300 soldiers qualified on different weapon systems through this quarter. Winters in South Korea can be brutally cold. Army Sergeant Alan Brutus follows a group of volunteers who heat things up.
U.S. and ROK NCOs and soldiers gathered at a neighborhood in Dongjak-gu, Seoul, where many people cannot afford to pay heating bills. Instead, they burn coal briquettes to survive the harsh winters.
You know, I would have never known that there was elderly people that live here in an area like this that uses coal. I mean, we've delivered and been able to bring up and down the hill. So this is different to know that we're making a difference to be able to help somebody survive throughout this winter, because it is pretty cold. Try to keep some people warm this winter.
Each of these coal briquettes are going to provide about 8 hours of heat, totaling approximately 12,000 hours of heat for the local community.
Volunteers from USFK donated money to buy the coal that will be shared by 15 families in the neighborhood.
The team that we have here, volunteers from the ROK and the U.S. Soldiers, we just want to make an impact on the lives of people that are around us.
This was the second time Staff Sergeant Miller volunteered for local community work. Each time, he learned the true meaning of sharing and sacrificing.
There's more to Korea than the bars and you know, a lot of the shopping, and there's a need. So, you know, get out and to contribute to the local community, and you can see how the ROK U.S. Alliance really has an effect on what we do every day.
Army Sergeant Alan Brutus, Seoul, Korea.
There are many volunteer opportunities in South Korea. Contact your local command for more information. Students sometimes have a hard time deciding what they want to do with their future. Army Sergeant Sam DeLeon tells us how curriculum at Seoul American Middle School can help.
Marine aviators visit Seoul American Middle School and share their knowledge and career choices as part of the AVID class.
And AVID stands for Advancement via Individual Determination. And basically it is a college preparatory or readiness class that is taught to the 7th and 8th graders. Students that have a strong desire to go to college, we help prepare them for college.
Mr. Cribbs invited the Marines to discuss their careers, educational backgrounds, and how they became aviators. The speakers stressed that pursuing a higher education while they're in school is critical for youths.
Well, in today's market, economy, U.S., and just the globalization of the world, our jobs are in competition, not just in our nation, but across the world. So higher education and just making ourselves more viable for the workforce is extremely important. And identifying that early and setting the path while they're in junior high and high school is key.
Students learned that academic success is not the only key for their future.
I learned that colleges aren't just looking for academic smart, they're looking for academic, you can do sports, and you're involved in your community.
The class was about an hour long, and that was enough time to help the students be college ready. Army Sergeant Sam DeLeon, Yongsan, Korea.
The AVID program began in 1980 and now impacts more than 700,000 students. Volunteering with the local community is especially important during the months of winter. Army Sergeant Kelly Anderson shows us a volunteer group that serves up a little heat.
Yeah, it's raining, but that's not going to stop this group from helping out the community.
Oh, the weather's not going to hurt it. At least we're underneath cover.
The Camp Stanley Better Opportunities for Single Soldiers program helps the people of Uijeongbu by serving up a hot meal twice a month.
It feels nice because you know that they need help, so it feels nice to help because we can help, so it just feels good.
Part of the BOSS program's mission is to assist soldiers like Private Beatty and his new friend, Specialist Barai, in getting out into the community through programs like this so they can experience, learn about, and appreciate local culture while volunteering.
I'm going to help more often. Feels good to be able to help. Don't get a chance to do it a lot.
Private Beatty served up a smile with each hot plate, and it paid off.
I made a lot of new friends. I made friends with some of the Korean people too. You should definitely come out and do it because it feels good and it's worth your time.
He braved the rain today with 15 other soldiers helping others, and they'll be back. Army Sergeant Kelly Anderson, near Camp Red Cloud, Korea.
All soldiers that volunteer with BOSS qualify to have their hours documented in the Community Volunteer Program. Kunsan Airmen trained to react to a wide variety of situations ranging from chemical attacks to insider threats and offer assaults. Specialist John Berry shows us the troops responsible for keeping Kunsan secure.
An armed assailant takes over the medical clinic on Kunsan Air Base. The combatant secures the building and prepares for security forces to assault.
We had 10 wounded patients and 2 KIAs. They started shooting patients within the facility, and we wanted to test our ability to respond and up-channel that information.
The situation gives airmen a chance to think on their feet and use their training.
I think it's a learning process in general, just the more you do it, even though it is exercise, so it can prepare you for a real world.
The airmen clear the rooms, secure the building, and search for the shooter.
Go back up that way.
Staff Sergeant Gail Hendry uses the training to keep her on her toes.
Any kind of active shooter scenario could happen anywhere, so you always had to be in that mindset that it could happen.
Security forces stops the shooter, proving they can defend the base and keep the Wolfpack ready to fight tonight. Specialist John Berry, Kunsan Air Base, Korea.
The event was a two-part training exercise involving a vehicle-borne improvised explosive device and an active shooter event. There are different ways to preserve history. Senior Airman Nancy Kasberg shows us how a few soldiers remember the past with a pull of a trigger.
The 21-gun salute is the highest honor a nation can render. Today, 7 soldiers stand ready to render respect to service members who gave the ultimate sacrifice in the Battle of Hill 180.
Sitting there thinking about the history behind what it is that you're doing and the simple fact that we're representing our unit and trying to just execute it as best as possible to pay that respect and give that honor.
For Patriot Missile Systems Repair, Specialist Shauna Polite, paying respect includes everything from standing patiently in less than 20-degree weather to releasing the trigger.
You're honestly just trying to keep everything, like you said, sharp, trying to make sure that you're executing properly and that you look the best you can. With me being at the front, I'm trying to do my best to make everybody else look good.
Many hours are put into perfecting this 21-gun salute. And although being sharp and on point is key, her goal goes a little further.
I would hope that they see the future and they see, that the younger generation is paying respect to their sacrifice.
These soldiers represent the future of the military, and tomorrow they could be on the front line making the same sacrifice they honor today. Senior Airman Nancy Kasberg, Osan Air Base, Korea.
The U.S. established the 21-gun salute in August 1875. That was your Around the Peninsula for Thursday, February 21st. From all of us at AFN, enjoy your evening.